Listen up, scrubs, okay? We gotta establish something right now. I wanna say something. Now, look me dead in the eyes, okay? I do not trust these girls. Not one single bit. I've been through it, alright? I've been around the block. They're putting crap in the files, and I'm sick of it. But we're back. Is it rude to talk with my mouth full? Probably. I don't care. Deal with it. So yeah, the game's been updated, and before we get started, I gotta show you guys something cool. I don't know if I showed this before. Look at that. Freaking amazing. The creator Hex Vexed, okay? I think that's what I could call them. They drew this for me, and man, is that a stud or what? Look it captures all my features perfectly. So yeah, there's been a few new versions since we played last time, and I actually kind of want to go back to the older versions because there's always new files, guys. And I don't know, but I'm excited. Let's just buckle into it. Sorry, I almost coffee filled DeFranco. Whoopsie. I noticed we got a nice little menu here. Nothing here is incidental and there are no mistakes. Please keep your eyes open and your mind alert. You're scaring me. And pretend you never saw this. They can't know I told you this. Who? So many people are desperate to find the answer without knowing what they're asking. I will also acknowledge that sometimes pictures may look weird together and do weird things. Thank you for your patience. You're just begging me to check the files. Above all, enjoy. This was made for you, after all, beyond you. I thought it's a pretty clever name. Okay, as always, guys, we're gonna be Scrub Pie. This was actually a joke of a name a long time ago, but I kind of just stuck with it. Oh, it's you! So yeah, we kind of already did this last time. Day 0. We're not gonna go through the whole entire beginning again, but we're just gonna look at some of the new things that have been added. All right, but you can definitely see the visual improvements like the moving background, things like that. Okay, so let's go down the list to see some new things that have been added. Okay, let's do it, guys. All right. I've made day 1 properly available, aka the routes of each girl have been unlocked. Okay, so we actually have like legit routes now in this sort of demo sort of thing. An additional 8K of writing, 8K words, or are you talking about lines? Because lines, that's a lot. I've rounded this out as an experience, at least for the demo stage. Updated minor sprites, changed backgrounds, added new music for each girl. AKA, I just know there's new files. We still need to find out who is TALIA. And by the way, if you guys have not kept up to date, check out the playlist, okay? Check it out. Some weird stuff's happening in this game. I don't know what it is. And yeah, guys, check this game out on itch.io, all right? The creator's really, really nice, and they seem really, really awesome. We kind of chatted a little bit. It seems like I'm not really sure, but they may just do a Kickstarter. They may be trying to do something. So yeah, I mean, stay up to date. If you guys are interested in this visual novel, check it out on itch.io, linked down below. Just follow it. That's what I would do if you like it, all right? I'm definitely interested. Oh, we got the new backgrounds. I'd love to see this game like actually improve. Like so many things have improved since we actually started it. So again, guys, I am going for Oatmeal Chan, all right? She's got a name. I don't remember it though, I'm not gonna lie. But what we found out last episode is basically Hanako does not like these new characters who, by the way, you know, just a refresher, their school burned down in a fire and that's why they're at this school now. Did I say Hanako? I meant Haruka. I should know this by Kokona Haruka. I got Yandere Sim on the brain, okay? We gotta talk Haruka into being friends with the girls, okay? And now that we have routes, I want to be with the girls. Don't judge me, shut up. Okay, Aiko, yeah, that's her name, all right. A lot of people really seem to like her as well. Very mysterious, by the way. So I guess she actually wears a guy's uniform. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, I think what she's going for. I seen a few memes about it. It's pretty funny. When everyone gets confused because you prefer the boy's uniform and now you're a dude. That's what it says. I was confused too because, you know, those anime boys out there looking very feminine at times. So I don't know. So apparently because of the merger, for what I can tell, they have this is a science class and they just mixed all the sciences together. So now we gotta pick one and we gotta share. I hate it. All right, so I gotta pick one. Did we pick this one before? I can't remember. A mix, but now this mix, I wanna go for that one, yeah. I know, we need to optimize our setup given the tables are designed for 2 at a time. Scrub Pie and I can't use it at the same time, can we? You're both tall, not wide. You could both use the station. Usually I was the one calling shots. Aiko was already barging. Oh yeah. That's right. So she's like, this girl, Aiko loves to take charge, actually. That's what I remember. Oh, I shouldn't have made the joke about their school burning. So yeah, Haruka made a joke about their school burning down, which it's not the best joke to be making, okay, when someone's just lost their school, okay? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The freaking crab moves on its own. Look at this. The heck, dude? Why can't I just play a normal game, huh? I just played Baldi, and Baldi was all freaking weird too. I don't know what to think anymore, guys. Oh, can I actually pick to follow her, though? You know, we didn't try that. Click it. Go down! Okay, so here's probably the pivotal moment where we get to pick which girl we want to be with. As I said, Aiko, the ultimate girl, will be mine. It's like she was just hiding under the desk. Hi! As the other girls left, Haruka made her way back in. She seemed to have thought better than to leave school. I didn't want to have to chase her across the city. Unfortunately, she didn't seem any happier. You okay? Haruka nodded, her arms crossed and her head turned away. She seemed quieter and her eyes looked raw eyes. If she'd been crying, she'd done her best to disguise it. Class is almost over. I know, sorry. You don't have to apologize to me, Haruka. But you should apologize to the other girls. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Okay, so I believe this is where things went all crazy right here. As long as I can get them to agree on one thing, it would be smooth sailing. But what would that thing be? It's never that easy. You think helping them, oh my god, that you can force them to be friends or to get along. There's nothing to be saved here. Those girls were never meant to be together. There's nothing to fix, no relationships to mend. It's all in your head. Move on. It's the only way. You were given a limbic system to drive you to the satisfaction and safety that you crave. Evolution saw, what the heck? I'm trying to figure out what it is. Evolution saw fit to install that wad of nerves, so it stands to reason that you should trust it. When you get uneasy, you leave. You preserve your ability to continue your generic line, and you do so with absolute selfishness. There's no shame in that. It's what you're made to be. This begs the question, why forsake one of the cruelest tricks played on humankind? Why ignore instincts of preservation or of satisfaction in the interest of... Well, let's start with an easier question. Why are you trying to play God? Ain't nothing wrong with wanting the waifus, okay? So I'll play God. Choose an avatar. Oh, so yeah, I read that there was gonna be like basically a Discord in this game, which is really interesting. I'm picking this. You've been added by Magic Aiko to a new room. You know, I'm biased with the green hair, okay? Great, a group chat already? Her name is Cuddle Catcher? Great. Oh, so we're all in the group chat together, okay? Great, and yes, I thought it'd be best to keep in touch. Oh, can I scroll down? Oh, what? Oh. Me too. This is our time to go like plus ultra weeb, okay? While we're in the chat, because you know everyone is always so different, right? Oh, maybe we can use proper spelling and grammar so I can understand what's being said. This is how I talk now. Ooh, everyone's saying that. Oh gosh, the silent one's even saying it like that. Same ooh is to make Haruka uncomfy. And that's why I said me too. Ooh. Okay, so I went to save and it says, do you want to forget? That's an interesting way to put overwrite. I'm telling you, this game, I don't know. There's some suspicious stuff going on. So Yumi is trying to make Haruka uncomfortable because clearly she's not a weeb yet like all of us apparently. I thought it was funny. Wow, can you spell arrogant? Arrogant. She obviously wanted to study science to be with me because I'm the coolest one here. Shaking my head. Wait, why is Yumi's name a chair? I do archery, a chair. It sounds almost the same. See the comedy? Archery Yumi. What? She's so silent in person, but online she's like comedian. What? A comedian. She's a full-blown comedian. I thought it was funny. It is. So, okay, I'm a little confused on the text because like our responding, I think it might be bugged, not really sure. Because our responding goes after the fact when they type and it's a little confusing. But other than that, like I get it. Unless it's supposed to be like that and I'm just the arrogant fool or the confused fool, I don't know. I woke up to the sound of someone knocking on my door. It was morning, but my alarm hadn't got off yet. With lazy moments, I slid out of bed and grabbed my robe. Wakey, wakey! I rubbed my face with my hands, teeth grits. Why are you here so early? I want to get to school early so we can work out a strategy. We might even be able to switch groups around. So someone's really jelly, alright? Haruka's definitely jelly. We can't change our group around. A thud against the door sounded. I can only assume Haruka had slapped the door. Don't be so negative. I'm sure we can convince someone to change. Or force them. Haruka, you need to let this go. We're working with them. You might as well get used to it. Silence followed my words, and so I took the time to get dressed. It didn't take long, though I would miss those extra 30 minutes of sleep. Once dressed, I opened the door and nearly ran into Haruka. She looked me over once, then turned on her heel to walk down the stairs. I followed quietly, not wanting to argue. After a brief breakfast of toast and some juice, we were out of the door. My house was silent as neither of us spoke. That and my parents were asleep. How did Haruka even get in? How did she get in? That's a good question. We had a spare key and she'd seen me use it before. I'm pretty sure she had anyway. No, don't. Okay, the worst thing you can do is go making assumptions, okay? What'd I say? I don't trust these girls. None of them. None of them, all right? They might look like anime waifus, but they deceive you, okay? The walk to school was starkly different to yesterday. We'd raced like kids then and made jokes. Now I was in a step with Haruka and who hadn't said a word since the hallway. Why is she so jealous? I don't get it. I mean, obviously she has a crush, I think. Well, we're not exactly going the Haruka route, right? We're going the Aiko Oatmeal-chan route. So, let's stay quiet. I'm not interested in a relationship with her just yet. We'll save it for another time. I'm horrible. Haruka was being unreasonable, either for sympathy or attention. I mean, she is though. Like their school burnt down, and then you made a joke about it. Haruka's kind of horrible if you think about it. I cared about her, sure, but I'd rather let the subject sit for now. Besides, there's nothing wrong with a little quiet, is there? She lifted her gaze to me several times, but didn't speak. She'd get over this project thing eventually. We arrived at school earlier than necessary. Thanks to Haruka's nerves, at least, she'd given up on trying to change groups. I hadn't seen the other girls in my other classes, though. I knew they must be around. I was too overwhelmed with the pressure of performing well in each class. We didn't have science until the afternoon, and the day went in what feels like a second. Haruka and I turned up to science with a few minutes to spare, eager to make up for the lateness and the previous day. I saw Aiko, though the other girls weren't there yet. Oh, hello, Scrub Pie. Hey, Aiko. She had several sheets of paper in front of her, splayed across the desk. Doing some reading? Club application forms. I'm not sure. I don't think your school requires formal applications for clubs. No, usually you just say hello to someone from the club and go from there. Forms only happen if they go outside of school for events. I'm not so used to this. It's so good that you'd want to join a club. Aiko nodded, her hands clasped in front of her. She's like, your dates are over, mister?
Your dates are over, mister.
I thought it'd be a wise move given schools prefer people who are socially active. Are either of you going to join a club? Oh god. I am here, says Haruka. We don't do clubs. Why not? Because we just don't get the message, huh? Red, pink-haired one, whatever your color is. I'm not going to force you into one, but they are worth considering. I took my seat by the window and watched as the other girls filed in. Kana and Yumi offered greetings in the form of a wave each. Others began to file in the room, talking amongst themselves. I couldn't tell what was being said, but people looked as confused as I felt. With the disjoint nature of the groups, I had to wonder what exactly would happen with our class before I could say anything. Mr. Saito entered, so that's the teacher. The room fell silent, and he began to set up for whatever presentation he had organized. Given that we'd had our science class mixed into one, yeah, this was gonna be a mess. The curriculum for this year was broken down into sections. Additionally, specific classes will be offered as lectures. As such, choose your focus carefully. Whatever you decide will change the allocated lectures, aka will change the game, aka we will live or we will die. I mean, to be honest, guys, I have no idea if that's how the game's gonna be. I'm not trying to like put expectations on the developer or whatever, but you know, there's definitely something going on, at least. I frowned, unsure what to make of this. It sounded like they were going to run our senior classes like a college. No doubt it was because of the change in class sizes. The school had gained all the students from Minami. Whatever, as long as I was able to maintain my grades, it didn't matter how the information was delivered. This first week will be spent on a topic external to the main topic. As such, consider this a getting to know you sort of week. It will be graded, however, so don't think it's time to slack off. The classes began to separate into their groups, which meant it was the moment of truth. Oh my god, I gotta pick. Oh no. I mean, I already know I'm gonna pick, okay? Hey, so I'm just like, sorry, I guess. That brought a tear to my eye. So good. Such a good apology, Haruka. But I'm not even that sorry. I didn't even do it. Oh, shit. She cut off. What the heck was that? I think an apology, but it's okay. Really, no apology needed. I like how she's like blocking her. Yumi rolled her eyes, her hands in motion, though only Aiko reacted to push Yumi's hands down. Yumi signed something else, and then the pair kicked into conversation, both their hands shifting in ways I couldn't understand. Aiko looked annoyed, though, and Yumi smiled. Is it sign language? It was an apology, yeah. We're a group and I want to get through this year, you know? It'd still be with the other girls no matter who I choose to work with, but they'd be the one I'd be working closest with. I had to rely on them to make the right choices. And I had to hope they were focused on the same avenue of study, if study was really the most important thing to me. I did so well in school even before the craziness. One mixed up science class couldn't ruin everything I worked for. Could it? Ooh. Okay, so I'm definitely going with Aiko. I've already established that previously. Oh, the music changed. I think Aiko and I would work best together. Oh no. Someone's about to be very heartbroken. Look at her face. Oh, you want to spend your practical time with me? Really? I suppose we are the ones who seem to be the most serious about biology, that is, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm really interested in biology with you. And you want to keep an eye on me, don't you? Aiko laughed, her hand moving to cover her mouth. Look how red she is. I thought it'd be best to keep my friends close and my enemies, well, I let the familiar phrase hang in the air. Aiko looked surprised for a second, almost scared, but she caught the joke soon after. How dramatic! I hope I'm not your enemy. I hope I'm not anyway. I smiled at Aiko, my head tilted to the side. Ooh, ooh. She seemed like the most obvious choice given her studious nature. She'd make no secret of it, and it'd motivate me to work harder. Haruka would understand, wouldn't she? Of course she would, right? We're definitely not clueless. Aiko refused to meet my eye as she fidgeted with her bow. She's kind of liking this, okay? Chill out. I'm not entirely sure what this bonding exercise is set to entail, but in any case, let's do our best. Other pairs had entered the room while their counterparts remained on the main classroom. I could see a mix of familiar students and transfers from Minami intermingling and chatting fondly. There had been 12 students added to an already large 19-student class. The lab would have been impossible to make use of. Mr. Saito had remained in the main classroom, separated by the folding door that split the rooms. He could see into the room, however. I'm not too sure what he meant by getting to know you, weak. Are we meant to come up with our own experiments to learn about one another? I ain't saying nothing, alright? Not in that way. That sounded really odd, didn't it? Oh, she just left before she finished? I'm so sorry, I meant something scientific such as our practical processes for basic laboratory safety. That's what they're calling it these days, I guess. And she's gone. Before I could speak, Aiko took off towards the front of the classroom. She hadn't stopped speaking, just sprinted and mumbled into the distance. She was just, ah! She was at the front of the classroom digging through the sheets of paper. I couldn't see her face, but what little I could see was bright red. Unfortunately, it's nothing exciting, Scrub Pie. Merely some laboratory safety guidelines and a quiz about lab safety to confirm we listened yesterday and can read. She sat down at one of the workstations where she placed her worksheet, then she carefully placed another sheet so it would be in front of me. Or rather, where she expected me to sit. She began reading without waiting for my response, if there was any to be had. I didn't know why I expected something more exciting from Mr. Saito. I sat down beside her, afraid to move the paper. It had been placed with immaculate precision, aligned to the edge of the table, perfectly parallel. Aiko noticed finally that I hadn't begun reading. She turned, her eyes wide like headlights. Are you going to read? Or her brow furrowed as she shifted her chair to face me. Enough that her knee bumped into mine, her lips pinched, and her cheeks plumped up with a shy smile. I know it's boring, but we may as well look like we're working, otherwise he'll be in here ready to yell at us. Aiko picked up the sheet to offer it to me. You can never be too safe. It seemed less intrusive to take it from her hand rather than disturb the paper on the table. It seemed so formal before. It was just a piece of a schoolwork after all. I like how we're worried about such a dumb detail. Aiko kept her chair tilted towards me, her bottom lip caught between her teeth as she read. One lock of hair fell across her face, but she hadn't seemed to notice. Her hair was like a cloud of fairy floss, and I'm staring at, ain't I? She noticed. Look at her eyes change to hearts. I think if we talk quietly, we should be fine. Aiko shot a look over her shoulder, but snapped back forward only after a glance. Her eyes were fear-widened, her lips pursed together. He looked this way. I snorted quietly, my brows furrowed. We are allowed to talk, you know. It's meant to be a group task. Behind us, I could hear the other half of our groups locked in discussions about the lab results. I had to wonder how we'd been expected to reconvene into a group of 5, but whatever. I was with Aiko right now. Are we meant to compare results with the others? I believe the groups were devised to give Mr. Saito a reason to split us across the lab room. There's not enough room for 30 students. 31. Aiko smiled flattered, but she nodded as if the correction wasn't quite right. She let it slide, fluffing her hair to the side. Are you actually interested in biology, or is it just in me? Dang it, she caught on. Why not both? I could be an educated weeb, alright? I am interested in biology. I have been for years, but it's a nice bonus that I get to spend time with you. Ah, I see. Okay, I regret this decision. Go back. Oh, it's you, baby. Oh God. She doesn't look happy about that. Am I doing something wrong? Aiko's expression faltered, and what had once been a smile melted into something less enthused. So you don't care about biology? Did I do something wrong? I'm sorry. Why? Why did this happen? Ignore? What happened? All right, it's probably a glitch or something in the game. I don't know. Or is it? Yeah, she was not happy about that. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll stick with the both thing. I think that's probably the best thing for now. I think these answers are clear enough, but blue flames shouldn't be left unattended. Always ensure that the gas is turned off. Oh, yeah, so safety. Let's be safe. And don't drink chemicals, no fun. She giggled. Oh, I know, I'm so flirtatious. Her tongue poked out for a short second before she shook off the silliness. Don't drink anything strange, no matter how delicious it looks. I learned this myself. It's quite funny that you said that, Aiko. There's a certain Tide Pod incident that sparked my, it just forced me to learn, you know, don't mess with that stuff, okay? One time, Yumi, her expression went blank as if the story died in her mind. Never mind. Is it embarrassing? Perhaps. In any case, I can't really remember what brought it on. Just that she drank something from the class one time. Aiko's expression became strained as if in deep thought. It's okay, sometimes you remember something and then you forget it before you can even say it. That makes me sound dumb though, doesn't it? No, not dumb, it happens to everyone really. I've done that in mid-conversation. Aiko smiled blankly at me as if she couldn't relate. Still though, she was nice enough to nod as if she knew what it was like. We continued to work in silence. Aiko kept sneaking glances my way and at my work. I had finished before her, though my answers were considerably shorter. I noted down answers as consistently as possible while Aiko took her time to each response, probably because her handwriting was so neat. Does Mr. Saito make you do this every year? I think all teachers do. It's required, isn't it? Usually for first years, not at this level. Her expression scares me. I don't know if am I disappointing her? I shrugged, reviewing my work for the day. Perhaps this is so he can kill time when he tries to plan for classes twice the size that they're not meant to be. Yeah, that does make sense, you know, this is a crazy situation. I hope these lectures he mentioned taking place this week. I would hate to do busy work for a whole week, seems wasteful. I don't know if I'd call this time wasteful. I was spending time with you has been nice, of course, but we could do this outside of class, you know, like a date? Just me? She's like, oh, scrub pie. Oh, she fumbled over her words for a moment. Yes, that tends to happen to people. Around me, of course. I tell Mr. Saito I walked into the practical side of the classroom. Collect your work, you'll be comparing with the rest of your group. Of course the teacher would ruin in when I was asking her out on a date. Come on. Tomorrow will be case study, so I step towards practical. I need to be sure I can trust you to work within this space given the number of students. So don't disappoint me. I wish that day one of actual classes had been a little more exciting, but spending time with Aiko was nice. She was incredibly prim and together, so it was fun to see her fumble for a moment. It was a contrast to Haruka, who was impossible to keep contained. And I wasn't looking forward to the walk home. Oh God. Oh, is that it? No, this is not, dang it, come on. I need to know more. So that's the end of the playable portion of the game. I understand people are eager to see the full story, and I've gotten lots of messages from people on the matter. I intend on officially hiring an artist and looking up avenues into gaining funding to polish the rest of the game up. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that earlier. In any case, I appreciate you taking the time to play Beyond You. Tune in next time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Please wait, for what? Freaking freaked me out. Files confirmed. Confirming file fidelity. Checking. Please wait. Unexpected element found. Corrupt Haruka. Haruka is mad that I'm dating her. My God. Haruka, listen. Boundaries, okay? They're a thing, all right? You don't just come in my house. Checking. Corrupt Aiko. Why are they all corrupt? Oh God. I don't know what that means. Someone translate this. Oh my God, it's a robot waifu coming to kill me. This probably legit says something. Okay, so that says TALIA. You guys told me that. Beyond. Wait, whoa. Obey. Wait, beyond. It says beyond, right? No, there's no in. What does it say? What does it say? Am I supposed to rearrange the letters? Boy, Dio. It's Dio from JoJo. I'm taking a picture of this, okay? Man. What is actually going on in this freaking game? The demo was like, we gotta save some girls, and I don't know how this is all connected. This is freaking insane. And there's still other routes, guys. Again, if you're not interested already, guys, check out the game, play the other routes, and see what you can find. Always, as always. In fact, let's look at the files real quick. There's a Haruka text document. What does it do? I'm supposed to type something in here. Oh God. I'm so horrible at these things, but I'm so curious at the same time. All right, so we have the girls there. There's the character files, the AI files. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put TALIA, because we tried to do that before, and maybe it'll work now. All right, I got my paper. I'm gonna try to figure something out. I feel like there's probably a website for this where you can like try to figure. If you just type some letters in, it'll tell you what words it could be. What is it called? So, okay, so I put in the words and it's booty. That's what they're trying to tell me. I knew it all along. Okay, now what does this crap mean? .in a file. What? I'm like over here writing things down for like no reason, I bet. It says Haruka's corrupt, Aiko's corrupt, but that was it. So I combined those words with TALIA and I got boatload. It's a boatload of trouble, this game. Labiated? What does that even mean? Oh, apparently that move, labiated, means having a lip or lips. Just like Aiko. That girl sure was labiated. Okay, so, someone left a comment. I want to convert the binary code at the end of the text, but I don't know how to copy or pause it. can't find a full on the text in the files, or if you can, please put the binary code here or tell me a way to copy it. And someone replied, just try more. It does not depend on someone. The joke is to strive. Wait, what? I tried to decode the binary code at the end of the first day demo and just got this. Randomness. I'm about to decode it right now. You know what? No, I'll let you guys do it, okay? I'm really interested, but I'm gonna sit here and waste hours of my life when there's people way more smarter than me out there, guys. Try not to spoil the game too much or whatever. You can send me an email though, and that's pretty private. And yeah, and I can make a video about it, which technically is spoilers, but I will be sure to, I mean, I think you know by now if I'm making a video on it, it's gonna be spoilers, so it's totally up to you. Anyway, I'm super interested, and I just want to know what's really going on. Who's TALIA? Who's TALIA? All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
What can I do to please you, mother? Miss last episode, screw you. What can I do to please you, mother? And I think it's in the show. Yeah, dance while you can, because you won't be dancing very long. What can I do to please you, mother? Miss last episode, screw you. I swear, dang TV has something to do with this. I was a little tilted. I wasn't planning on it.